Okay, so now hopefully you are a little bit into your course, and just a reminder, back in the welcome and navigation videos, we would have alluded a little bit to ProctorU. So this is going to go over what is it and how do you use it. So it's an online proctoring system for exams. It's an external company that does that for us. This is going to be done for your written exams only. So any of your reading comprehensions are not proctored and can be written on your own time, but your written exams need to be booked and written through ProctorU. So you are currently in the ProctorU orientation section, and we will go through that a little bit more shortly. What we're going to go through today is the student guide, so show you that there is lots of information of what it is and videos on how to use it. We'll show you ProctorU account creation. I'm going to show you the orientation quiz, how you book it and how you write it. And then you're going to take all that information for when you get to your midterms and your finals. You'll have already had a chance practicing how to book and enter and write your quizzes through ProctorU. One thing to note is you will need to install the Guardian browser on your computer. Again, once you get your ProctorU account set up, they're going to show you how to do that, and it's a really quick download from inside their portal. Some key points that are in the videos, where I'm going to show you where they are, but some key points to pull out that are really important to talk about is that you will need to have an ID in order to write your exams, either your Norquest ID or a driver's license. You will need a clear workspace. You can have only one monitor. A cell phone is allowed in case there's any issues while you're writing your exam. However, it'll need to be face down, and the proctor will make sure to explain that and reiterate that with you. And then, of course, there can be no others in the room. Some other things that are of interest is no sunglasses are allowed, no earbuds or headphones, and no non-religious head coverings. And one last thing to sort of keep in mind is a launch can take up to 8 to 10 minutes. The launch means that it's waiting for the proctor to arrive. So please don't be concerned if it's been a few minutes. They should be there within that 8 to 10 minute mark. Our exam rules, so you can have a bathroom break if you need it. However, if you do take a bathroom break, when you come back from that, the proctor is going to have you redo the whole setup process again. So really make sure that you don't need them if possible, but they are there for you just in case. You may have not one, not three, but 2 pieces of scrap paper with you while you're doing your exam to write down any notes that you might have. And you may talk during the exam. So some students find it really useful for their editing that while they're writing their stuff, they want to read it back to themselves. So you may do that during the exam. That is allowed. So some frequently asked questions that sort of have come up is, number one is, if you are an accommodated student already through Norquest College, you will not be using ProctorU. So you can basically ignore the rest of this video. You will continue to write your exams through accessibility services. If you are not that, so most of the other students, you need to enter your exam through your ProctorU account. So a lot of students will go and book their exam through ProctorU, but then when they go to write their exam, they try and click on the link in the course rather than entering ProctorU and accessing their exam that way. So you need to, when it's time to write your exam, go into your ProctorU account and access and enter your exam that way. Some other things that have come up are some technology issues. So if you have a unique tech issue, or if you only have a Chromebook, please message your instructors and we'll sort of talk to you about what the next steps are. Last thing is, if you are having any issues during your exam, you need to contact testing services, so their information is available online, or ProctorU. So if you're in your exam, there will be some contact information within your exam as well. Your instructors will unlikely be able to help you, so these are the 2 people that you will want to be contacting. Okay, so we're going to go through sort of what it looks like in the course, what the ProctorU account might look like, as well as the link from testing services of just some things that'll help you along the way. Okay, so this is the 30-1 English course, but the ProctorU orientation looks the same in every course. So you'll have something labeled like this called ProctorU orientation. Of course, you're watching the video here right now. The next thing we want to talk about is this student guide. So if you open this up, there's some fantastic information here on all things ProctorU. So first things first, it talks about how do you use this guide. It talks about how to create your account. At the bottom of all of these pages, there's often a video as well, or in this one, there's a step-by-step process on how to create your account. If you're ready to book, change, or cancel your exam, it shows you how to do that here. Here's a really great video of what it looks like and how you can do that. If you want to know how do I set up my computer properly, it talks about all of that. If you have any specific tech issues, it might talk about some solutions here for that right away. When you're ready to take your exam, what do you do? All of those kinds of things. So it's a really great resource that you need to take your time and go through to make sure you set up your account and get everything all ready to go for your exam. Then what will happen next is you get to do a practice quiz just to make sure you understand the setup and how to enter your exam. So when you're ready to book your orientation quiz, you would click this link. So you're going to click that link, and then it's going to take you to ProctorU. You'll have already set up your account, and you'll sign in that way. Okay? When you're ready to take your quiz, you do not click here. You need to go into your ProctorU account and select that exam at that time. And when you go in there, the proctor will give you your password. So you will not be able to enter the quiz this way. You'll have to enter it through ProctorU. Okay? So if I close this up, again, this is English 30-1, but it doesn't matter because in every midterm section, you'll have the same setup. There'll be a ProctorU booking link for that exam. And then when you're ready to enter your exam, you wouldn't click here. You actually need to go into ProctorU itself. Again, same setup for the final exam. You'll have your ProctorU booking link for that written exam. And then when you're ready to write, you go through your ProctorU account. So a quick look at what the login looks like this. Again, this is all in that LibGuide. So you would set up your account, sign yourself in, and then once you're all in there, this is what it would look like. And so if you had any exams booked, they would be here. When you're ready to enter your exam, you would click it at that time. If you need to download that Guardian browser, it's all here. So it's all pretty straightforward once you get going, but you just need to make sure you kind of go through this step by step. Again, a reminder, you get to do all this for practice in this orientation section. You get to practice setting your screen up. You get to do all of those things before you're in an actual marked exam setting. If after all of this you still have questions, please reach out to your instructors and we'd be more than happy to help you. Good luck.